Alright, so it is now time again, children, for I'm not even gonna lie to you and say it's a video game vlog, because it's not. It's just strictly the evil within. So let's just say from this point here on out, at least once a video game vlog, it will either be strictly the evil within or part of something else, but more than likely it's just going to be the evil within. Today is just going to be the evil within. That is the subject of today's video game vlog. I could talk about some other stuff, but I'm not going to. So let's get into it. So a lot has happened since we last spoke, and basically there were some leaks, spoily things, wondrousness, and it all left me very much drooling, very much insane, more bananas than I had been previously, which I did not humanly think was possible, but they made me slightly ever more crazy than I was when we started our adventures. So, okay. So I have a new article, which was like last week's article that I didn't read because I was just sick, and I'm 100% better from having a bacterial infection, but like biology has occurred to me this week, and it's just all going profoundly badly. So I'm going to read this article, and then we're going to talk about the spoilery things. Before I talk about the leaks and the spoilers things, yes, I am going to be talking about the stuff that I saw in the leaked video footage. But let me preface this by saying I started following the fearless director of The Evil Within 2, John Jonas. I can't pronounce this man's name. I've been butchering his last name since the beginning. So I'm just going to call him John San from now on. So I've been following John San on Twitter, and he posted a statement basically saying, if you're on board with The Evil Within 2, my advice is don't watch spoiler content videos. I can understand that. Like, you want to protect your baby. And trust me, boyfriend, you have done a phenomenal job of keeping that game quiet up to this point. Like, nobody even knew it was being developed. Like, I had been telling y'all for the last year and a half that we knew something was cooking over at Tango. We just didn't know what the hell it was. So I had been saying that for a while. The fact that you even kept that a secret up until E3 was just unfucking believable. So you can kind of, like, I understand you want to. I think a lot of the problem was they showed when The Evil Within came out 3 years ago, they showed a lot of the first level. And everybody was expecting the first level to be kind of like that, and then a lot of people got disappointed by that. So I can understand wanting to keep it kind of quiet, keeping it under wraps. But in my world, in my sparkly, nut-ridden world, there's no such thing as spoilers. I'm going to tell you a quick story. My best friend, eons ago, had seen The Usual Suspects, and I told her to tell me everything, beginning to end. And she told me everything from beginning to end. And I was like, oh, okay. So I watched it like about a year or two after she told me. And it was all a surprise to me when I got there. Like, even though I knew it was going to happen, until I saw it for myself, it didn't register. My brain does not register stuff. Like, you could tell me something. I could get an email with the script to The Evil Within 2, and I would read the entire script and be like, okay, and my brain will not register it until I see it in the game. Until I see somebody playing the game, it's like my brain is like, okay. And then when I see it, it's like, oh, that's what they made. Oh my god. So there's no such thing as spoilers in my universe. So I can watch whatever. They could show me the fucking ending and I would still be on board. But I can understand him wanting to protect his baby, but your baby is about to be molested by people like me. So don't be upset with it. Just run with the fun. So this was last week's article. I don't know if there was a new article this week. I haven't seen anything, but this was the article from last week that I never got a chance to read. So we're going to read it now. The Evil Within 2 echoes from the past. So let's get to reading. Scattered throughout the world of The Evil Within 2, you find whispers of the past, events that Sebastian would prefer to forget. One such whisper can be found in the nondescript house we explored during our recent hands-on time with the game. And it was through this whisper that we learned even more about Sebastian's fractured mind, including new insights into Sebastian's mental state after the events of the first game. Here we go. This is what that lady was talking about in the last article we read. Okay. This is just one of many locations you can visit in the first. Hold on. This is just one of the many locations you can visit in Union if you choose to explore. And all of them will provide you with certain benefits, whether they are much needed resources or like this one, or dive deeper into the game's lore. Please, Lord, whoever plays this for me, I need lore. I need it for fan fiction. So, the demo began with a heart-pounding chase through a strange facility, followed by a not-so-pleasant encounter with the vile photographer Stefano. Then we had a chance run-in with a Mobius agent who's hiding out in a safe house, after which we are given the opportunity to step out into Union and do some digging. As we're doing some light reconnaissance of the area surrounding the safe house, Sebastian's communicator alerts us from time to time, directing us to nearby points of interest, whether it's a location worth investigating or a fallen Mobius agent who might be carrying some useful gear or resources. I will get into that when we talk about the leaked content. We're creeping slowly down a dimly lit street when our communicator picks up a signal we've never heard before. It's a recording of It's a recording of one of Sebastian's psychological evaluations from after the events at Beacon Mental Hospital. We follow the signal and it leads us to a house. There's nothing outwardly special about this house. Its paint is peeling, the yard is overgrown, much like the other homes in Union. But there's an old-fashioned hospital bed tipped over on the path leading to the front door. Hospital bed. It's not something we've seen anywhere else in Union, so of course we're curious enough to enter. Dueling realities. The house's interior is unassuming. The whole structure could be found in any small town. There is a TV in the living room, a modest bedroom, an empty kitchen, a locked door leading somewhere else in the house. Nothing that really catches our eye until we enter the garage. Here we see another old hospital bed, and on it the note Sebastian received after Beacon requiring him to undergo an evaluation. The same evaluation we heard a recording of on our way into the house. We re-enter the main part of the house. That's where things get even more interesting. We immediately notice something is different. The living room is completely dark, save for some light coming from the television, which is now on. When that was the one where the girl was like, it was on and it wasn't before. Then we see a flash of a scene on the TV. A long dark hallway, and at the end of it, Sebastian slumped over in a wheelchair, wearing the clothes he had on when he initially entered Beacon. Suddenly the world around us begins to flicker wildly between the house in Union, and Sebastian's memories of Beacon. We find more files detailing Sebastian's psychological evaluation. Files that use the phrases, quote, paranoid delusions, end quote, and, quote, fractured grip on reality, end quote. And the things we have learned have us doubting what we see. Is it all real, or is it Sebastian's mind playing tricks on him? Remember that old 90s song, my mind playing tricks on me. That's every time I read that line, that's all I think is that song. My mind playing tricks on me. That's how it went. Don't look at me like that. That's how it went. Don't act like y'all ain't know that song either. Our shaky reality straightens itself out, but not the way we would have liked. Rather than returning to Union, we are now fully in Beacon. Here we the hell go, staring down the same long hallway we saw on the TV, with Sebastian now sitting motionless in the middle of a pool of blood. There is still no movement as we get closer. When we when Sebastian reaches out toward his double, long familiar sharp hands drag him down into the blood onto the ground. Told y'all that's that trauma nonsense from that reborn monster Nora nonsense. Alright. Dazed and confused, Sebastian awakens back on the floor of the Union House. A dead body wearing clothes of a Beacon patient is in front of him, and a crudely drawn symbol for the hospital is scrawled on the wall under the words "Never Forget." A frantic call from Kidman merits only a dazed response from Sebastian as he tries to determine if what he experienced was real or all in his head. Oh, what the hell? Thank you, Tablet of Doom. Sebastian knows this is a new STEM system, but using Lily's mind as the core. A core that has no reason to know the people, places, or events from his first experience in the STEM. He knows that he's the only link to the previous STEM system he entered and this one. So when his memories of Beacon start to bleed into Union, it only makes sense that he starts questioning the reality of what he sees. It's a race against time to find Lily before Union completely rips itself apart. He'll also have to worry about destroying his own mind in the process. They're gonna kill Sebastian. He gonna die. He gonna die. And the sad thing is, he kind of has to die because he is just so far gone that I don't know if there's any coming back from that. I don't think there's an outside of being heavily sedated. I don't think there's any coming back from that. Like if he was a real human being, he would just they would just have to. You gotta put the rabid dog down because it's too crazy and start biting on folks and start spreading some rabies. So I'm thinking they're gonna kill Sebastian, or they're gonna make he'll save Lily, he'll get her out, but what's left of his mind is gonna be running whatever. So, cause he is so fucked up. There is just no coming back from the amount of fucked upness Sebastian has endured. So, so let's just put on the table. Probably what happened to him was he was going off the deep end of the pool. Like, he was already waiting in the deepest recesses of the pool before Beacon. He was, because there's a whole scene in The Consequence where Joseph is telling him, you need to rein it in front of the captain because you getting kind of squirrely with these conspiracy theories. And Joseph was, again, the last person that he had left in his life that could rein in a lot of his, like, bananasness. So with Joseph gone, we don't know where the fuck he's at. He has no one to rein in his just whatever he suffered through. So I am banking. They told him, you need to get some counseling together, dude, because you kind of fucked up. And they probably more than likely placed him on a psych hold. They can actually do that in real life. Like, if you are a danger to yourself and others, in California it's called 5150 hold. In here in Florida it's called Baker acted, where if you are looking like you can't handle life and you're going to be dangerous, they can commit you involuntarily. And actually, they can go so far as to get a court order if you refuse to take your medicine when you are in this hold. If you refuse to take your medicine, they can get a court order to make you take medicine, whether you want to take it or not. They can sedate your ass and give you what they think you need to calm the fuck down. That's just how it is in real life. So I am banking Sebastian got put on a 72-hour hold. I know here in Florida it's a 72-hour psychiatric hold. I was reading when I looked this up yesterday. Virginia, I don't know what the name of it is. They can place you on a psych hold from 1 to 5 days. I meant to look up what it is in Pennsylvania. That's my home state. Actually, I want to look that up real quick and then I'll let you know. But hang on, let me see. Okay, just because this is pertinent because I'm from Pennsylvania originally. It's in Pennsylvania, it's called a 302 commitment, which is an involuntary commitment. They can hold you for up to 120 hours under a 303, they can hold you. A 303 petition must be filed by the same person who filed the 302, and a 303 lasts a maximum of 20 days. So from 120 hours to up to 20 days if they consider you like a 303. So that's just like real life issues, like if somebody's having a mental health crisis and they are dangerous to themselves or other people. That's legit what they can do to you. Like I said, in California it's 5150, in Pennsylvania it's a 302 hold, a 302 commitment, and here is Baker acted, and I know that's like 1 to 3 days. So Sebastian didn't have anybody again to vouch for his mental state, and with him having suffered so much trauma, you just know they just throw his ass in there, and I don't know if he got himself together and, like I said, to check out, or they just left. I'm telling you, or he just walked away, and it's like, leave that man alone with his pain, because seriously. But I would like to know how he got out of that situation, if indeed he was placed on a psych hold, because that's going to be the most intriguing part of this. Now, so the leakage. Let's talk about the leaks. I have not been so hyped for anything in such a long time. Oh my God. Dude, the footage that I saw was unfucking believable. Now, I swore they were going to pull it down, because the day that I heard the leaks came out, they pulled down every one they found. They pulled them all. I was like, God damn it. I sat up there and I watched it. I only put it on Facebook because I was like, well, nobody can get in. They can't get in my Facebook, so hopefully they won't find it. They had pulled every last mirror. They pulled every last whatever. They pulled it all, and I was sitting there like a sad panda. So then some more leak footage came out, and then I was like, oh my God, I'm going to find it, and I'm going to save it, and then I'm going to watch it, and I'm going to wax my carrots to it. And that's what I did. So I have my own personal copy. If they pull them all down, I have my own personal copy. No, you can't have it. Find your own shit. So I am in love. It is going to be unfucking believable. I cannot wait for this game to come out. I am going to be batshit insane by the time this comes out, because it's looking that level of hot. It's just looking so hot, and I am desperate to get somebody in here to play this for me. I want somebody to come in here and do a live stream, and I'll just sit and watch and be like, oh my God. So I am dead ass serious when I say somebody need to come over to my house and play this for me, because I really need somebody to come over to my house and play this for me. But I saw like Stefano doing stuff. I saw the safe house where the Mobius dude is. That whole thing, my speculation on that fool as the Mobius dude, because he's like some cowardly kind of guy, but he's not a soldier. He's a technician going into to fix fix a problem with the core. Meaning, why did you send this cue ball in here to go get Lily? He gonna die. So we just know there's like some expendable extra that's gonna die, because he just living stupid. So I'm gonna hide in this safe house because it's a safe house and I'm gonna stay safe. Bitch, you gonna die is what you gonna do. So I was like, all right, y'all. So I never did get to see the stuff with Sebastian in this psychological hole. If I could get some footage of that, oh my God, the amount of fan fiction that I could just pull from that alone would be enough to keep me in like insanity land until October. But the stupidest thing in the world that I loved seeing the most, and every time I watch the clips, every time I watch the clips, I like lose my shit. And this is the one spoiler I'm actually going to give to you. One of the ways that you can rebuild health is through drinking a mug of coffee. I don't know why this just gets me like, oh my God, that's so good. I don't even drink coffee. I don't know why in my world that this is the best thing since sliced bread. I don't know. I don't get why this is just something that every time I say, oh my God, he's drinking coffee. I don't know. I don't get it, but It's just my thing, and I love the coffee thing. Holy shit, I love this so much. And that's the only thing I'm giving away. The rest, you either need to find a clip or watch a clip or something, because I'm telling you, it was fucking believable. I cannot wait. It is going to be a hard 43 days. 43 is what we have left. And they messing with me with this Tokyo Game Show, because I will be on my anniversary cruise when Tokyo Game Show comes out, which means I'm going to miss the final trailer. Everybody will have watched it, and then I'll be late to the party because it will have come out while I was on a boat and don't have internet access. Maybe for my anniversary next year, we can go to Tokyo to go to Tokyo Game Show. But I'm sure by then they'll put it back in the middle of the month, and like on the 10th, because that used to be when Tokyo Game Show was. I don't know what the fuck is up with them having Tokyo Game Show at the end of the month now, but they need to get their shit together and put it where I'm not away from the juiciness. So, it is looking catastrophically hot, and I can't, and nothing like that's like an oxymoron, but I'm saying though, it's gonna be so good. And like, people are like, oh, I don't know. The fuck you don't know about? Look, y'all can sit up here and play stupid all you want. I just need somebody to come over my house and play this for me until it's done, and do all the side quests and get everything there is to get, because I'm telling you, it's gonna be a lot of fan fiction and a lot of craziness. And I want to see it all. I want it all. I need it all in my life. I need it all in my life tonight. But I'll have to wait 43 damn more days. So that is all I have for now. I'm sure there will be more insanity as the days continue. I don't really have much on anything else. Yeah, there's not really, like, we're still in Deadland. So, the 13th is supposed to be the grand arrival of Land of Pain. I'm about to say House of Pain. That was a 90s rap group, speaking of 90s rap. But, Land of Pain is supposed to come out next month, on the 13th. That's right before I leave. So, I'll have some obsession over that. Observer! That was good, but, like, I don't know. I'll have to talk about that another day. So that's all I have for now, and I will see y'all next time. And maybe I'll talk about something else other than Evil Within. Until then,